Welcome everyone to the TWSN YouTube channel. I'm your host, Daniel Alameda. We're here with our best player props and NBA matchups for you for Friday, March 8th. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel for more, and if you want our full best bets, click the link in the description for the TWSN Patreon, the most affordable price out there. We've got 5 different tiers for you. Full best bets are on there, and also we've got a free Discord you guys can click the link in the description. Free Discord. We're talking there every single day. So without further ado, we're going to have our little sprinkle parlay at the end, plus 1,000. So stay tuned for that. But let's jump right into our 2 best player props for the day. Then we'll talk about matchups. Number 1, we got LeBron James over 33.5 points and assists against the Bucks. This is a matchup I've been circling all week, right? LeBron James tends to get up for these big time games against the Warriors, against the Nuggets, against the Celtics, and Giannis is another one. Just hear what he's done. Since the All-Star break, the dude's been on fire. He's had 28, 44, 35, 40, 42, 40, and 39 points and assists, cashing this line in 6 of his 7 games since the All-Star break. LeBron James knows when to turn it up, and post All-Star break, we see this every single year. This is a recurring cycle. I don't give a damn if the dude is 39 years old. He turns it up after the All-Star break. And when I look at the matchup against Giannis, I actually like it. Like I said, he's cashes in 5 of his past 6 games against Giannis, going for 30 plus in 3 of those 6 games. So LeBron James shows up in these big time games. And against Giannis, we've seen power forwards have success, right? Ones that can score. Kevin Durant dropped 28. Jonathan Kuminga just dropped 20 in only 25 minutes. So LeBron James, you're telling me the dude ain't going to score 25 plus points? He'll score 25 plus. I love the matchup at home, prime time against Giannis. It doesn't get better than this. 33 points and assists. I love it. Number 2, Kelly Oubre, 20 plus points. The line is not out yet. But this is something I've been on all week, and we have been at the TWSN Patreon. Once again, subscribe down below, full best bets. But I bet on volume, personally. I will always bet on a guy that's just going to put up a ton of shots. And a lot of times you see this when there's an injury, right? If there's an injury, just look who's going to replace those shots. Tyrese Maxey is out. He's taking about 14 shots a game. Who's going to take those shots? It is Kelly Oubre. Here's what Oubre's done without Tyrese Maxey: 25, 30, 28, 15, 25, and 25 points. Kelly Oubre is the guy that's taking most of these shots, right? And he's scoring the rock. His line has only been 15.5, 16.5, 18.5. It was 19.5 last game. I'll take 20 plus points with the sprinkle on 25, right? When you look at the matchup against the Pelicans, it is a tougher one. Herb Jones, you got Brandon Ingram, you got Trey Murphy off the bench. They're good wing, defense. But once again, I'll always bet on volume. And Oubre's taken 21, 20, 19, 14, 20, and 17 shots. The dude is just shooting the rock, averaging 17.5 shots a game without Tyrese Maxey. And I'll bet on volume 7 days out of a week and twice on Friday. So Kelly Oubre, 20 plus points is the play. We've got 4 matchups that we love for you guys. Number 1, I'm going to go Clint Capela here. Clint Capela, he's had some tough matchups against the Knicks, against the Magic, against the Cavaliers. But this is one, once again, you got to look at the volume. They're without DeAndre Hunter and they're without Jalen Johnson, 2 of their best rebounders. And Clint Capela, they're also without Onyeka Okongwu. So who's going to be the one that's taking the opportunity? Give me Clint Capela. He's over, his points line in 7, 8 games without Jalen Johnson. And I just look at this matchup against the Grizzlies. He's over this in 4 of his past 4 games. And I know that can't always be translated, but it doesn't hurt, right? So Clint Capela against the Grizzlies, they don't have a true center. They don't have a true big man. Their defense isn't the greatest. They're an injured bunch. No Desmond Bane. Jaren Jackson is questionable. So Clint Capela, I think, has a great matchup today against the Grizzlies and with an injured Hawks team. The next one, Duop Reath, one of the greatest names in the NBA. You may not know who he is, but now you do, right? Duop Reath, they're facing the Houston Rockets. And this is another one where you look at who's injured and who's taking the reps behind him. DeAndre Ayton is doubtful for this game. And who is going to be the starting center? It's Duop Reath. just explain his play style. He's a stretch big. He'll sit at the three-point line. He has a beautiful three-point shot. He's got a beautiful mid-range. He's got a beautiful, game at the cup. And when you look at the Houston Rockets, this is a great matchup. The Rockets give up the fifth most threes to opposing centers, and it's because Alperen Sengun, their center, plays drop coverage. On the pick and roll, Sengun will play drop and will allow the center, to have a wide open three. Sengun gets lazy on defense. He'll cheat inside and leave Duop Reath wide open for three. So when you factor in what Reath does without DeAndre Ayton, 16, 26, 12, 18, 17, 14, 14. And when you factor that in with the matchup against the Houston Rockets, which allows a ton of threes, I think we can see Duop Reath have a masterclass today. I think we can see the dude hit at least 2 threes. For sure he's going to hit 2. But I'm going to sprinkle on 3 and 4 threes. His line will probably be around 11.5, 12.5 points. So in general, I love the matchup against the Rockets for him, and I love the matchup without DeAndre Ayton. The next one is our final one for the day. Cam Whitmore has a great matchup, and we're not talking about Cam Whitmore against the Portland Trail Blazers because that's the matchup we're still talking about. I'm talking about Cam Whitmore in general, right? A huge shout out to my business partner, Malik, right? If you want his full best bets, just click the link in the description for the Patreon. He's on the right tier. We've got a full best bets once again. And if you guys want to join the conversation, also comment down below your favorite bets for the day. We want to hear what you guys have got. But Cam Whitmore, his line's bouncing around 11.5, 12.5 points. He's only playing 20 minutes, but the dude is a pure scorer. He is the best scorer for the Rockets off the bench. And what he's done 17, 19, 4, 14, 9, 12, 15. The dude can score the rock, right? And when I look at, who I'm going to bet on, who I'm placing money on, I want a guy that's just a scorer. And the only reason he's not getting more reps, the only reason he's not scoring more is just because the coach isn't trusting him, right? You got Dylan Brooks in the starting lineup. We've talked about this many times. He's in the starting lineup, but your rookie that you just drafted is coming off the bench and he's putting up 17 points a game in 20 minutes. What are we doing, right? So, Cam Whitmore is a guy that the books still haven't caught up to. He's a scorer. He's playing 20 plus minutes, but when he's on the floor, he is at least shooting 8 to 10 plus times a game. So if you guys like this content, make sure you guys subscribe and like this video. And once again, if you want to join the discussion, we've got a free Discord in the description. We got a full best bets on here every single day. Check out the TWSN Patreon. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.